It was my junior year of high school, and I was in my English class, my last period of the day. We didn't really do much in that class, so I'd routinely just mess around on our school-issued laptops. They were these bulky Lenovo's that had restrictions on them, but my friend factory reset mine so I could remove those restrictions and play games and go on YouTube and all that. Prior to this, I was watching a YouTube video about the greatest anime openings of all time. That's where I first saw the opening to Neon Genesis Evangelion. Cruel Angel Thesis. Wow, that was an opening. The quick cuts corresponding with the beats, and then it cuts into the black screens with the words test type and Ava Unit 01. Man, that opening made the anime look so badass and so cool. I mean, I watched Gundam and Voltron as a kid, so why not? I was sitting in the back corner of my class, a perfect spot. I went on Kiss Anime, rest in peace, and started streaming Evangelion. This crazy anime about robots fighting and how kids with mommy issues are the ones destined to save the world. How a man fighting depression for 4 years created one of the most influential animes to ever exist. An anime that touched the hearts of millions of people, one of them being me. An anime that came out in 1995, yet I didn't discover it until 2018. An anime that is quite possibly my favorite anime of all time, other than Cowboy Bebop. See you, Space Cowboy. In short, I love Neon Genesis Evangelion. I mean, it's kinda ironic. I watched this anime and anime memes and well known for its sadness and depression during a high point in my life, I'd like to say. All the people I know who've watched this anime talk about watching it during a low point in their life. I think about that a lot. Like, what if I watched it during my sophomore year, the beginning of my senior year, or even now? Points in my life where I feel like I've been punched in the gut and left crying on the ground. What problems could I have prevented if I watched this anime when I felt like I should have? Or what lessons should I have learned that, well, I didn't? But who am I to say anything about that? Anyways, I think I've rambled on a bit too much for an opening. Get comfy. My name is soykylefilms, and I'm gonna overshare about my life like it's my private Instagram account. This is a video about Neon Genesis Evangelion and how a stupid hedgehog and its dilemma taught me about relationships. Hedgehogs? Their dilemma? Schopenhauer and Freud? What? What am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. There are two hedgehogs outside in the pouring rain, and they wish to be closer with each other for warmth, but the thing is, the closer they get to each other, the more harmful it is for them because of the spikes on their back. That's basically the hedgehog's dilemma. A great analogy to the dicey game that is human relationships. Just like hedgehogs wanting to get warm, it's basic human nature and desire to form bonds and relationships. So, why is it so hard to form these bonds? Why can't everyone just be friends? Well, it's because we're scared. Sorry, I didn't mean to call anyone out, but on a basic level, we're all scared. It's human nature to form bonds, but it's also human nature to avoid pain and avoid being hurt. Think about your childhood. The concept of being hurt in a relationship was so foreign. Back then it was like, hey, you like Pokemon and I like Pokemon, so now we're best friends. It's such a stark contrast to now. I feel like such a cynic when it comes to bonds. Of course, I still have friends, but at the very same time, very few I can say I can feel vulnerable around. All because of the coin that is pain. Two sides of the same coin. You're either in pain because of someone, or you're causing the pain to someone in the first place. And the closer you are to someone, the more painful it gets. That kinda sucks. Humans are such a paradox. We want to form close relationships, but at the same time, we don't want to get hurt. So the question comes into mind, how close are you willing to get with someone despite the pain? Being unsure about that will lead you to a situation similar to Shinji, the main character in Evangelion. He often keeps everyone around him at arm's distance, close enough to make acquaintances, but not close enough to deal pain. But will relationships like that really make us happy? We all want at least one person to be super close with, at least one person in our life who loves us. It's our human desire. Deep down, no matter how much of a cynic you are, we all want love, which is one of the main themes of Evangelion, the everlasting struggle to overcome our fear of getting hurt in relationships and the search to find love. A love so strong that we don't care about being hurt, and ignorant bliss that you're willing to accept the inevitable pain. Characters like Shinji, who refuses to become close with others out of fear of getting hurt again. Shinji's father, who treats his own son coldly and distantly, which we come to find out is done out of love because he doesn't want to cause any more pain to his son. Misato's distant relationship with her ex, Kaji, who she finally began getting close with him again, and then he dies, leaving Misato once again to drown in a misery of sadness and sorrow and loneliness. Characters like Asuka who want people to admire her so she doesn't feel lonely, but at the same time she refuses to truly accept people into her life. Jeez, this anime really is something else. I have never been so emotionally connected with an anime, or really any piece of media on this level ever. It's that coin of pain, that damn coin of pain, a coin that I've been on both sides of. Human relationships are complex enough already, and on top of that, you factor in the L word into it all becomes all the more messy. But at the same time, it's a beautiful mess. There's nothing in this world that is a more compelling force than love. Love, it heals us, and at the same time hurts us. The range of emotions love can do to us is literally infinite, and there's no greater feeling of being close to someone than loving them. But that damn hedgehog's dilemma. At the same time, while there is no greater joy of being in love with someone, there's no greater pain than getting hurt by the one you love. I guess that's why it hurts so much. You think about it, the person who hurts us the most isn't some random stranger off the street, it's the people that love us the most. The person who we saw on a pedestal that can do no wrong is the one that causes us the most pain. I remember during high school, I did love this girl at one point, yet I did something stupid and hurt her feelings, which sucked knowing what I did. It sucks knowing you can hurt someone that you cared about. And it sucks for her at the same time because it sucks that someone you can trust hurts you. Both sides are equally as painful. Why would I hurt someone I cared so much about? After that whole situation, I distanced myself from her. I didn't want to hurt her again, but even with these emotions I had for her at the time, that whole situation was behind me, and I thought something like that wouldn't happen again, and boy, was I wrong. I was never happier in my life before. It was such an emotional high that I never wanted to let go. But when things had to end, I snapped. All these positive emotions I had built up for her switched into negative ones in an instant. I thought I loved her more than anyone else I ever have. Which, I guess that's why I felt so hurt. So hurt, I ended up doing shitty things that I'm not proud of. Being so close, those shitty things would hurt like hell and eat me up. Knowing I was guilty of such pain I caused, it wasn't the best feeling in the world. Good job, Kyle. But, again, there's nothing I can do now. That's also in the past. I guess us humans really are just hedgehogs taking turns hurting each other, all for a little bit of warmth. All for a little bit of love. I still remember the day it happened. I remembered it so vividly. Me and my friends drove to Raising Cane's because we were talking about wanting chicken and we were all craving to try some, and I've never had Raising Cane's before in my life, so I wanted to try it. I decided to drive because I don't mind driving with my friends and being the one to drive everyone. We were driving home, and that's when everything got worse. I couldn't control myself on the wheel, and I let my emotions get the best of me. That's when one of my friends offered to drive for me the rest of the way home. Thanks, Alec. I cried that week. I cried that entire week. Every single day, I had work at home, locked in my room, and no motivation to get better. That week sucked. I remember another time during high school, I was also going through it. It was during one of our school vacations. My friends and I always had this routine sleepover every break. It was just a good time for the boys to have fun. I didn't expect to get into my emotions that night. We called it the simp room, and it was my first time ever opening up about my emotions and the things that I was going through with my friends. People I've known 4 to 5 years now, and I didn't expect them to open up about their emotions either. It's not something we always do, but it's something I'm not afraid to do with them now. Well, at this point, I think that I'd be scared to form meaningful bonds after everything that I've done, but I'm not. It's stupid, really. I really think I am stupid, but through all the pain, I don't know if I can ever sacrifice the feeling of being in love and being connected with others. I really am such a fool. It's a constant battle with loneliness that I feel like I can't control, but that's where I'm stupid. Whether it being my friends who I can fall asleep while on Discord with, or co-workers who make the hours go by, or a radio show host in New Jersey that I can call at midnight and talk about my feelings with. The thing is, I'm not alone. And neither are you. The first time viewing it, I'm not gonna lie, I thought the ending to Evangelion was stupid. Like, why is he just sitting there? Why did the animation randomly go to shit? Everyone would talk about how genius and deep the ending was, but I didn't get it. I was like, what? Why are they congratulating him? Why is this so important? Eventually, I did dive deeper into watching explained videos about the deeper and mental issues about the whole anime and what Hideki Anno was really trying to show us. But the thing is, I had the anime explained to me. Yeah, I get it. I get what it means, but I didn't really know what it meant to me. What does that message resonate and mean to me? At least, not till now. I feel like I can finally say I get it. I know why Shinji was able to break out of the LCL. I know why they're all congratulating him. Hideki Anno, you sly bastard. You really are a madman with the brain of a genius. Years later, after my first time viewing it in my English class, I can finally say I get it. I can finally say that Neon Genesis Evangelion means something to me. I still don't know where to find happiness, but I'll continue to think about it, whether it's good to be here. Whether it was good for me to have been born, but in the end, it's just realizing the obvious over and over again. Because I am myself. Coded by Shinji Ikari. Yeah, this is exactly where I am right now. To be quite frank, I'm still searching for happiness in myself. And there are still days where I just lay in bed and let my thoughts consume me and cry. But I think I'm going to be okay. You know what? Everything is going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Even when you feel like the world is against you. Even if you feel like you're never going to amount to anything. Even when you feel like you'll never find anyone who will love you back. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. Because I love you. That was just me talking to myself. Because for once in my life, I needed to hear it from the one person who has never told me they loved me. From the person who I've never heard it from. And that's myself. Maybe that's why I'm always the one hurting myself and putting myself into situations where I'm in pain and inevitably hurt. It's because I love myself so much. so much that I'm so stupid for it. Stupid hedgehogs. I I don't care about how many views this video gets. I mean, it's a video of Neon Genesis Evangelion. There's way too much competition, but that's not my main goal for this video. I'm not making this to gain how many subscribers get how many views. I'm making this video because I wanted the world to know. No, scratch that. I just wanted myself to know that I love you. That everything is going to be okay. You're gonna be okay, Kyle. No matter all the troubles you go through, all the paths that you take, all the cliffs that you face, anything in your way, you're gonna be okay. Kyle, these are your first steps in finding happiness. Congratulations. Hey, thanks for watching the video if you made it this far. Thank you everyone. That's really all I gotta say. I love you all. You guys all stay safe. And yeah, this video was probably the favorite video I've ever made. And I hope you guys all have a great night. Stay safe. This wasn't scripted, so I don't really know what to say, but I love and appreciate all you guys so much. All right, that's soykylefilms, and I'm out.